Hi, I'm Essie.
And I'm Elle.
Welcome back to Magic and Mayhem. Okay, so today we wanted to talk about Black authors. Obviously, this is February. It's Black History Month. And so we're talking about Black authors that we love and that we still want to read. So you can read Black authors all year round, because that's what we do. We don't just read them in February. We read them all year round. So.
By the way, that was shame.
Yeah, it was.
There was shade being thrown right there.
So, we're going to talk about some of our favorites, some we still want to read, haven't gotten to read yet, etc. So, There we go.
Farida Abike Amide. Of this author, I have read Where Sleeping Girls Lie and part of Ace of Spades, but I don't count it. I recently purchased it, but at the time of reading it, it was from the library, and I didn't get it finished. And so, but I own it now, so this will need to be read. However, I can't count it as read. But, as you see, these are some of the other books, but highly recommend Where Sleeping Girls Lie. It's a great mystery thriller.
So my first one is Clara Kahn. I have read, I think, at least 2 of her books. Let's Talk About Love and The Romantic Agenda. Loved both. I still own Looking for Love in All Haunted Places, so I'll read that soon. I haven't read her other 2, but The Marvelous is on my list. So Clara Kahn does focus a lot on asexual rep, which I really, really love, and really enjoyed her writing so far. So very excited to continue reading, but definitely one of my favorites.
So mine is Joelle Wellington. I've read their Vicious Games. That was really good.
It's stunning cover.
I kind of did. I admit it was kind of a cover read because I was like, ooh, that's so cool. But there are, of course, a few other books that I'm interested in, obviously, but haven't gotten around to. But definitely recommend this author. Mm-hmm. Very thrillery. Also very bloody, by the way.
I'd love to see it.
Lots of death, which I was here for, so.
Of course. Okay, and then my next one is Alyssa Cole. Now, Alyssa Cole has written several different genres, so I haven't read her thrillers yet. So, I have read 3 of her books. I've read The AI Who Loved Me, Can't Escape Love, and Once Ghosted, Twice Shy. Loved all of them. She has so many other books, though, that I have not read. Yeah. I've heard great things about her thrillers, and I'm not usually a thriller girly, but I might be checking those out because I've heard wonderful things. And then she has a whole bunch of, prince themed books as well that I'm also interested in reading, but I have absolutely adored the 3 that I've read from her. And I want to read more. It's because her writing is so different, and I love it, so.
And then this author only has 1 book, so there are no other recommendations, but Blood at the Root was really good. I read this not super long ago. This one was excellent. It has magic, it has blood magic, it has, obviously, I think by the title you can get that, but it's very, very magical, very fantasy, very good and violent and everything.
Everything you like, yeah.
Yeah, all the things I approve of. So, all my favorite things right there. Okay, Ladarian Williams. But yeah, I'm hopeful that Williams comes out with more books, but for now, as far as I am aware, there's only 1.
So next, I know that, and some of these authors are well known already, and some are not. We're just including them if we enjoy them. So, my next one is Kimberly Lemming. I will read anything that this woman puts out. Absolutely anything. Are her books kind of absurd in title? Yep, they sure are. But they are also incredible. So, and also, I think I just ordered her new one, and I'm so excited about it. But I have read her whole I Got Drunk series. Loved them. Highly, highly recommend.
Well, at the time I was making the slides, you hadn't read the last one, so it's
on. Oh, okay. So slide says I haven't read the last one. I have now. My bad.
You didn't tell me.
Sorry. Oh, my bad. I have read the last one. So, love the series. It is fantasy, but there's also a huge focus on romance, but there's also like adventure and stuff, and it's a great time. And I love her female characters so freaking much. So much. So, amazing. Can't wait to read the new one.
And then mine is Annie Davenport.
Mm-hmm.
This one also has only 2 books, so not a ton of books, but the Blood Trials was excellent. Also, pretty high fantasy, I would say. Also, yet again, very violent. The only thing I could sort of compare this book to, most of the others I haven't really had a solid comparison for, but this one would be like if you crossed Wolverine and the Hunger Games.
I knew the Hunger Games was going to be one of them.
Yeah. So this is, but like, kind of like that. Not really, but you know, that's as close as I'm going to be able to give you. Is if you cross those.
So my next one is Jasmine Guillory. So she writes predominantly romance. I know some people have like mixed feelings about her. I haven't had to mess with her yet. So I've read By the Book, Drop Cover and Hold On, and Royal Holiday. And I have The Wedding Date. And I just ordered The Wedding Party. I believe she's quite a few books, but I have loved everything I've read by her, so I adore her. I think her romances are so sweet and so cute. And I've had a great time, so I'm excited to continue reading more of her books, but have really enjoyed it. And also Drop Cover and Hold On is a short story, just FYI, but I still enjoyed it too, so definitely one of my favorite authors, and I have more of her books that I can't wait to read.
Yeah, that author had a ton of books.
Oh yes, she has many, but I adore her.
I didn't include all of them, but okay. My next one is Angie Thomas, and the cover of the next book hasn't been revealed yet, but it's going to be released in 2025. So I left the hint of book 2, but I don't have a cover to give you. But this one was so cute, so magical, and just absolutely adorable. There's all kinds of things that I enjoy in it, like there's fan. Good job, us. Really good job.
Sorry. That was incredible. Okay, anyway.
Nothing like being reminded to record your podcast when you're
We're
already recording.
Sorry, go ahead.
It has like found family, it has dragons, it has magical creatures, it has magical realms, all this stuff, and it's just adorable, fantastic. 10 out of 10. I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 stars.
Probably.
Pretty sure. So it's just super cute.
Nice. I know that author has a couple other books that are a little bit older. The Hate You Give and On the Come Up. And actually, I've also read Angie Thomas and really enjoyed in anthologies, so also would recommend. My next one is Mimi Grace. So Mimi Grace also writes romance. A lot of mine are romance. Apparently, I have a thing. I just like romance authors. Okay, so far I have read Take a Hike and What a Match. Of the two, I enjoyed What a Match more, but I had a really good time with both. I have Along for the Ride. I haven't read that one yet, and I still need to get Make a Scene. Is that the other one? Yeah. So even though Make a Scene was first, I didn't realize that I read them out of order. That's my bad.
It happens.
I think it's fine. They're companions, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But again, just really cute, really sweet romances. Really enjoy the writing style. Just some of my favorites, and planning to collect and read them all. So, actually, I think I'm only missing one right now anyway. But
Nice.
Love them.
Okay, my next one is an anthology. So it has multiple authors, such the authors in it, I believe, are Cersei J. Fennell, Desiree S. Evans, and Brittany Morris. And I think there might be some other contributors. But yeah, since this one's an anthology, there's multiple people involved. But this one had a ton of authors, but there are just some of the books that would be connected, just a couple, that would be connected to some of the authors in the anthology. But this one was really good. It's obviously, I think you can tell, a horror. And I haven't read any of, as far as I was noticing, I haven't read any of the other authors' books. So, I can't yet. Some of them are definitely on my list, but I have not gotten to anybody else other than this anthology. So, obviously this is a starting place for all these authors that I will be trying. But I have tried this book, so highly recommend.
I've heard great things about The Cost of Knowing and Slay.
Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot. I've heard more about Slay.
Yeah.
So it's obviously on my list. But I kind of want to try all of them. So yeah, I'll get there. I'm not there, but I'll get there.
So my next one is Georgina Kirsten. So as far as I know, she only has 2 books out right now. Well, and one's kind of like I don't know if you consider it a short story or a novella. That one's Fall Into You. That was very cute. I wished it was longer. That was my main complaint with that story. So that usually tells you that it's something good. And then the other one is More to Love, which I absolutely adored. Loved it so much, and I cannot wait for her to come out with more books. I'm so excited. But so she definitely had to go towards the top of the list, even though there was only 2 books that I've read.
Yeah.
Because that's all that's available, but I adore her works. They're very cute.
It is sometimes very sad when you just adore an author and they've got like 1 book and you're like, dang it.
More, please.
And guess what? It's another compilation.
Woo!
And this one is Terry J. Benton Walker.
Yeah.
So this I'm recommending the editor specifically, but also there's a screenshot of everyone else. I honestly couldn't tell you which stories. I would have to go through in detail, give you an exact, because I don't know which stories I liked best. I liked all of them. They are pretty dark sometimes, but I don't know which stories I liked best. So I'm just gonna go with the editor. I don't know, because this was really good.
Then
Yeah, it was edited well,
the editor.
and I know obviously a lot of the authors in it.
Yeah.
A couple of them have already been even brought up just already.
During
So
this
obviously this is good. It's a good book. And all these books are on my list to read already. So yeah.
Yes.
So obviously I just included those, but it would have been a really long slide if I'd included all the books from everybody. So I didn't do that.
Yeah, fair.
But I can recommend The White Guy Dies First.
Yeah, I have that one. I need to read it.
You do need to read it. But it is horror.
Yeah.
And, there's
Which is
death.
why I haven't read it yet.
There's death and stuff. I don't think it's super hardcore.
Okay, so my next one is Farrah Rashan. So Farrah writes predominantly romance again. There's a theme with mine. Listen, I read a lot of romance and I really enjoy it. So I did read Out of Order. My bad. But I read and really enjoyed The Hookup Plan. So this is part of a companion series, so I don't think you have to read the first 2 to read this. I love The Hookup Plan so much. I think it deals with heavier topics so well while still not being like soul-crushingly serious. Like there's still lighter moments, and I really like that balance. I haven't read the other ones yet. I am planning to. Pardon my French, I did check out from the library, but then I had to give it back. So I kind of started it, but I didn't get very far. So, but I definitely plan on trying more from this author. What are those other books?
Disney.
Oh, Disney. Yeah.
I even have, Bemused on my list.
Nice.
To read, so.
But yeah, I really, really have enjoyed her books, what I've read so far, and I'm very excited to continue reading. Just really love the balance of like banter and more serious and like real life topics and stuff. It's been really good. So, and one of the only authors that has made me like a rich man in a book.
That's surprising, yeah.
I know. Normally I can't stand a rich man in a book, but I didn't mind it.
Then my next one is Evan Winter, A Rage of Dragons. There is a second one, which I didn't include in the slide because I didn't notice it. But there is a second one.
I love you.
But at the time of making this, I did not notice that. So, that's my problem. But this was really good. It's, yet again, shocking, I know, very violent.
I am shocked.
There's dragons and demons and people with powers, and it's got everything. It's pretty fantastic, and obviously pretty high fantasy. Now that I have the understanding that it has a second one, I should probably get on that.
Oh, there's a third one.
And a third one.
But it's not until this year.
But can recommend. I mean, I've only read the first one, so that's all I know. But so that's why I did this in the slide. It's not because I didn't remember things.
The other one's out already.
Shh. Shush you. It has nothing to do with
anything.
No. Nothing happened. It's not that I didn't notice things.
So the next one is, again, it's a popular author, but I'm going to say it anyway because she's one of my favorites. That's Talia Hibbert. I have read the entire Brown Sisters trilogy, as well as her YA, Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, I think.
Sounds right.
And I've also read The Roommate Risk. So, although she has a ton of books, I'm still making my way through her backlist. But again, I've loved every single one. I actually started reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because I myself have fibromyalgia, and Chloe Brown has it in the book, which is how I found Talia to begin with. But was immediately hooked and obsessed, read the whole series, then read the YA. Loved that one too. I know not everyone loves the YA one, but I do. I thought it was great. And then I still want to go back and read the ones that I've missed. There's a couple more, I think, in the Roommate Risk series that I haven't read yet. And then there's A Girl Like Her series. I want to read that one as well. That one's on my list to start soon. So very excited to read her other ones. But yes, absolutely have adored everything I've read from her. It's a spicy good time. And I don't always like spice, but I don't mind it when it's Talia Hibbert, so adore her, and will be reading more. So much more.
So, Outdrawn by Deanna Gray. That one I have read. It was really good. I liked... It's supposed to be enemies to lovers, but I wouldn't go that far. It's...
Rivals?
More rivals, yeah. Work rivals. Plus / school rivals.
Oh, okay.
Because they knew each other in school.
Gotcha.
I don't think that's a spoiler. It tells you that in the first 5 seconds. So.
Wow, 5 seconds.
Basically, yes. So, I don't think that's very terribly spoilery. I have not read the other 2. I think they might have a couple others. I don't know.
I think so.
But also, Outdrawn got a special edition.
Yay!
Via Rainbow Crate. It looks
so
awesome.
Pretty.
Very, very pretty.
So pretty.
I didn't put that cover in here, but this is the old cover. That just recently came out like last month, the Rainbow Crate one.
Mm-hmm.
So, super pretty. Can recommend both the Rainbow Crate book and obviously this.
Mm. I still need to read Outdrawn, and I also just bought Sunny Disposition. So, going to read that one as well at some point. I'm very excited. There's Deanna Gray's on my want-to-read list. And then my last one is Joy Goffney. I read Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry and absolutely adored it. And so I have also purchased Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl. I don't physically possess it yet. It is not here yet, but I have bought it. So I'm very excited. 'Cause I wasn't really sure about, excuse me, why Ugly Cry. School settings aren't always my favorite, but it didn't feature school too much in my opinion, and I love how they dealt with, like, again, more serious issues while not being, like, super depressing to read. Like, there was like a lot of banter. I just really enjoyed it. I had a great time. I wasn't sure going in whether or not I would like it, and I absolutely adored it, so I'm very excited to read Confessions, and eventually My Week with Him, which is the other one. Very excited. Also adore these covers.
They're very adorable.
I don't know who the artist is. I didn't look it up, but I love these covers so much. Okay, and as far as ones we both recommend,
B.B. Alston.
yes, Amari. Amari series. Now, Elle has read further in the series than I have.
I've read all of them.
I've read the first
You
one.
read the first one, but that's fair because The Great Game left you on a cliffhanger, and you don't like
I
cliffhangers.
hate cliffhangers.
And I told you there was a cliffhanger, and so you refused to proceed.
Until more came out. Exactly. So, but anyway, that aside though.
This is how we have a symbiotic relationship. If I read it first, I'm like, it's a cliffhanger.
Just
You're
wait.
gonna
Just wait. However, the third one is out now. I just don't have it, so I haven't continued yet. But even still, even just the first Amari, incredible, amazing, wonderful.
Show-stopping.
Exactly that. It's so good. So, and you've said the others are good too.
Yes,
So.
they are good. And I don't know how many books are supposed to be in this, but I believe there's supposed to be more.
Yeah, I think they said like 5 now,
Maybe?
or something like that. It's a lot, but which good for B.B. Alston. That's awesome.
For sure.
Yay! But
Definitely.
yeah, so I might be waiting a while to complete my series, but yeah, these are probably some of my favorite middle grade ever.
Yeah, really good.
So amazing.
I didn't sound very enthusiastic, but I did mean that in full sincerity.
Yeah, sometimes your enthusiasm doesn't come across.
Honestly, sometimes, yeah, it doesn't. There is nothing. There's nothing for you. But I mean it with my full heart.
I love you. Then I have 2 separate lists.
I
I have honorable mentions and one.
Okay.
I'm extra, you know this.
I didn't make one for honorable mentions. I thought that was the same thing.
I can just say them.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do really quick honorable mentions because I did them. Because I can't stop myself. So honorable mentions, Charlene Obobi, Celestine Martin, Cherish Reed, Nicola Yoon, Danielle Clayton, Nick Stone, Tiffany D. Jackson, Bolu Babalola, and George M. Johnson. They're all ones I've enjoyed and read in the past, but like, we only had so much time in this video, so that's why they're going rapid fire. And yeah, but why did I say it like that?
Yeah!
Wow, I sound like a dog. Okay, anyway. But yes, I've read all of them, at least one book from them, or one story in an anthology, and really enjoyed all of them, so they are also recommendations. So, and as far as ones we want to read, I also have a whole list, so.
My immediate want to read list, also an honorable mention I must mention. The one
So
off.
you did have an honorable mention.
I know. Is Donnelly Clayton.
Oh, Daniel Clayton. I just said
The-
that one too.
I have read the first in the Conjurer's verse, I guess. And then the next one, obviously, is The Memory Thieves, that will be in my want to read
Yes.
list.
I just did authors for the want to read, not books.
Well, that's rude. I did it the opposite.
We're a mess. We're a mess today. That's fine. We'll make it work.
Go on.
Do you want to just list them all?
You might as well. I'm going to do the same.
Okay, so for want to read, I did authors. Sorry. She did books. I don't
All
know.
I knew was we were doing want to read. Therefore.
I couldn't narrow it down to books. I just want to try their authors. Okay. Anyway, mine are Rachel Rania Katz, Kay Sinclair, which I think is also on your list.
I think so, yeah.
Obviously, Deanna Gray, who we already talked about. Julian Winters, Carmen Lee, Georgia K. Boone, Leah Johnson, which I do have a book from. I just haven't read it yet. Elizabeth Acevedo, which again, I have a book from. I haven't read it yet. Brandy Colbert, Sula Sullivan. I also have some books from her I haven't read yet. Anne Shade, Annika Bailey, and Rebecca Weatherspoon.
Yay!
Woo!
I'll
Or
just
whatever.
do a screen record of the books and,
Okay.
they can see what I'm talking about. I'm looking to read Kekla Magoon, Kavian Lewis. Also, I am looking at Kaylin Bayron.
Yeah. Who you've read before, haven't you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I thought I hadn't. I was pretty sure.
Cinderella's dead.
Oh, whoops. I forgot I read that. Oops.
Well,
Okay, well, I'll stick that into honorable mentions then.
Caitlin Bayron.
I was thinking I hadn't read from this author.
Mm.
I was wrong.
Mm.
This is why. This is
why I'm
also
here.
symbiotic because I have no idea what I've done, and Essie knows what I've done. So
Yep.
there you go. So
Honorable mention.
honorable mention is Caitlin Bayron.
I was like, you totally read from her before.
Yes, you're right. But this is why I keep you around, is to know
Do
shit
you
for me.
I think.
And Ella McLeod and Sarah Rothley and Suyi Davies Akungaba. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at this.
I'm not good at names either. I can't help you. Unless I've heard it before.
Yeah, and I haven't actually heard that name said, so...
I haven't heard it said. I know of the book.
Yeah, I mean, the book is pretty popularly recommended. Then Denise Crittenden, Ibero Okusu... Oh,
A good son?
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Esme Jikemi Pearson. And Brittany Morris. And Otula...
Akagu?
Thank you, there we go. And of course, as mentioned, Danielle Clayton, and then Ryan Douglas, Patrice Caldwell,
I think I read for them.
and Nisi Shaw. And of course, we've already mentioned this, but I do want to read When No One Is Watching.
Yeah, Alyssa Cole's thrillers.
Yes.
Thriller.
But you already brought those up, but
Yeah.
that's my
Yay.
honorable mentions list.
/ one to read.
Whatever the list is, it's a list.
Am I gonna let This is gonna be so much fun for me to edit.
I'm very
Okay.
sorry. So
Anyway,
sorry.
those are our list. Hopefully you got some new authors out of that. There are so many. We wanted to make sure we covered as many as we could in case you've already read some and just highlight authors that we really enjoy. So,
And or want to future enjoy.
exactly. So,
Hope you check some of these out. We highly suggest and or threaten you to.
exactly.
Thanks for listening to Magic and Mayhem. All right, bye.